What are you guys doing? Why are you just sitting there watching me? My pets are not used to me doing a lot of videos at home. I have my tripod set up, my camera, and they're staring at me like I'm freaking crazy or something. Just finished my second meal of the day. Um, I mean, I'm 3 weeks in the cut, so it's just your same old chicken, green beans. I do afford myself a half cup of this. That's just pasta basically. That's pretty much where I get my carbs. So, but it's not much, dude. Like I am pretty bone dry. So, then of course your classic diet Dr Pepper. But yeah, this is gonna be. I mean, I'm not gonna be long winded about this, but I feel like it's an important video. It's gonna be probably a little controversial, but yeah, I Hank, leave it. My dog's about to knock over my tripod. Leave it. Yeah, I've been training for a little over 14 years now, and 13 and a half of those years have been natty. So I've been taking. I won't get into exactly what I've been taking, but I did decide to kind of dive in, if you will, to the steroid game. But I've only been doing it for 7 months, maybe a little over 7 months. Not much longer. Um, and again, I feel like it's the decision to take steroids is becoming more and more, I guess, of a thing, and I feel like it's almost becoming normalized when it shouldn't be. Again, I've been training for about 14 and a half years or close to it, and 13 and a half of those are natural. Like I, I was one of those guys that I always said that I would never take steroids, never. And then it's funny because you kind of hit, you, I mean, you definitely hit a certain natural peak, a natural ceiling, if you will. And once you hit it, it's kind of like, it's not that training doesn't become fun or it becomes less fun, but it's, you start to ask yourself, okay, where am I going with this? Like, I hit my natural peak, so what now? Like what do I see getting out of continuing to push myself? And some cases feel like I'm killing myself in the gym going so hard when I'm not really necessarily getting any more gains. My strength, I mean, like naturally, I was definitely nothing spectacular, but I was pretty strong. The biggest I got naturally was 210, yeah, like 212 maybe, 212 pounds. I benched 405 for one, squatted 500 pounds for 3 reps, but I think my squat and my deadlift definitely could have increased some. And I deadlifted 555. Nothing crazy. I do think I could have cracked 600 pounds deadlift and squat. I don't know, but I definitely could have gotten stronger there too. I think my bench was definitely tapped out, but so yeah, like naturally, I seen some potential that it was mainly my physique that always caught people, especially my arms, always caught people's attention, and I, like I said, I kind of hit that natural peak, and it. So I started asking myself, like, okay, what am I get like? What are the plans? Like I still love to train, so what do I want to try to do with this? And naturally, I looked at my physique and I said, is there any potential that I could possibly do something with bodybuilding? And of course, you talk to your friends, people close to you, and I didn't want it to feel like people were just yes sir in me, like being a yes man, saying, "Oh yeah, yeah, you can do it." I mean, that's not really what they felt, but mostly people were saying like, "Yeah, like you definitely have potential." And I was even like 2 or 3 months, maybe a little longer than that, before I hopped on steroids. I was, trying to become a little more active on social media because before that, like the first 12 to 13 years of my training, I didn't care about social media really. I didn't record really anything. Um, but I started to a little bit before I got on steroids. And even then, when I was natural, people were saying stuff about my arms and genetically, they're pretty crazy. So again, I don't want to be long winded about this, but I decided to just really, it was my goals. My goals and aspirations are to potentially win a pro card in bodybuilding. I know with social media, it's probably more, again, normalized to win a pro card, but I know it's a lot tougher than what you see on social media. You see so many people, oh, I won my pro card, but you don't see all the people that compete and never win it year after year after year, and there's tons of them. For every one that wins a pro card, there's probably 10 that don't, that continuously try. And I don't know how accurate those numbers are, but you guys know what I'm saying. Like, you get what I'm trying to say. So, but it's something I feel like I have a chance. And it's one of those things where when I get older, I want to look back and be like, okay, even if I tried and failed, at least I tried. I don't want to look back and be like, well, what could have happened if I tried, but I never did. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of my mindset right now. And the thing is, like, I'm not even on any crazy amounts of steroids. I'm not. Um, I have definitely. When I started, I was definitely just dipping my toe in the water. You, of course, I'm not. I've only been doing this for 7 months, so there's definitely better people and doctors for sure to get information about this from. But I was just dipping my toe in the water, so I didn't want to, like dive in head first and risk a nasty side effect or something. Um, but yeah, again, 7 months in, and I've slowly increased. But I'm not taking crazy amounts. Like, it is nothing close to a, like I say, a pro level bodybuilder, at least from what I've researched and read. So there's a lot more I could expand upon on this topic, and if people want to hear more, I don't have any problem talking about it. I feel like a lot of people that are on and they claim they're natural. That's where I have a problem. I don't have a Obviously, because I just got on myself 7 months ago. I don't have a problem with people taking steroids. It's whenever they claim they don't, and then they set these unrealistic body standards and expectations for men and women. Everybody. That's where I kind of had a problem with it. So I kind of it can be uncomfortable to talk about, but that's where I decided, if I ever do, and I start to see some pretty good results, noticeable, which I have been, um, I have to be open about it. And like I said, if it's uncomfortable, it's uncomfortable. But it's something that, like, I don't want to create those unrealistic body standards for people. I don't. That's not what training should be about. Um, so I feel like being open about it is important, but you don't necessarily have to be open. Just don't say anything. You know what I'm saying. If you're on something you don't want to talk about, just don't say anything. But don't claim that you're not. That's where I have a problem. But yeah, I mean, this is for my goals of bodybuilding. I definitely want to give it a good crack at it. I just turned 30 this year, so I'm by no means old, but I'm not, not young in the same sense. Kind of right in the middle. So, but I gave myself a timetable of by the time I'm 32 and approaching 33, if I am not even close to getting a pro card, then steroids are done. It's not worth it. Um, because like, what's the sense? You know what I mean? Like, by the time, yes, I've seen people like what Ronnie Coleman won his last Olympia. Like, I mean, he was old. He was pretty old actually, but it's Ronnie Coleman. I mean, come on, he has some otherworldly genetics. Um, so yeah, I'm kind of giving myself a timetable, but it's something I really want to try. I really want to just see what I can do. You know what I mean? Like I said, when I look back, I want to be able to say I tried at least. So again, I'm gonna end it there. I'm not gonna expand. Like I said, there's several areas I could expand a lot more on, but I'm not going to. It's just a kind of a general overall look of why I decided to, after 13 and a half years of natty, 7 months now of not being. Um, I have goals. It's not just for shits and giggles, which I feel like is the stupidest reason to do it. I have goals, and I feel like I have a chance. So yeah, you know, I'm gonna take it slow. I've like I said, I dipped my toe in the water. Now maybe my whole foot's in. I'm just slowly um, progressing in what I'm doing and taking. But yeah, I have no problem being open about this. Um, some people do. I don't. But yeah, I'm gonna end it there. Today is chest day, so yeah, I'm gonna get. I'll probably relax for a couple hours, and then yeah, we're gonna go train some chest later. But yeah, that is it.